What's up, you guys? Before this video starts, I just want to apologize because as I was sitting here editing my video, I realized the quality was bad and the camera was like tripping. Yeah, the quality wasn't all that. It still wasn't that bad. Again, I'm sorry, and I still hope y'all stay and watch the video. So now let's get into the video. What's going on, guys? It's your boy JF3 and I'm back with another video. I'm sorry I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm going to try and stay consistent. I did a little bit of research, wrote down some video ideas, so I got a couple video ideas. And if I don't do them, get on to me because there's quite a bit of video ideas in there. But I'm doing a little something different today. Today I'm gonna be reacting to deep conspiracy theories. So I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna react to that. Hopefully I can find some good ones. Might not, but let's just see. Now let's get into the video. All right, chat, we here. I already searched it up. I haven't watched any video actually. I just searched it up. But let's see. There's this one, Joe Rogan. Let's view the first one.
If the center of the earth is extremely hot, then why is the bottom...
Y'all heard that right. I'm not the only one. Those are the little buzzers I used for my guess the emoji video, and they're under my bed. That's kind of scary.
If the center of the earth is extremely hot, then why is the bottom of deepest oceans very cold? I want you to let that sink in for a minute. It doesn't make any sense. The deepest part of the ocean is called the Challenger Deep, and with a temperature of 3...
Sometimes I actually want to go and explore the ocean, but I'm too scared for that. I really want to do it, but I don't know if I can. All right, chat, tell me, what do y'all think about that? That's kind of crazy. I mean, he's kind of right, because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know that it was hot in the center of Earth. But now that you think about it, it's like, so the water you going in, don't y'all ever think about if the Earth is round, right, and you're in the water, or say you're in the bottom part of Earth, how do you not fall? I mean, never mind. That's where gravity comes in. Never mind. Huh? Ignore what I said. Next video.
But instead,
according to conspiracy theorists, the Rothschild family secretly controls the global financial system through a vast network of central banks to consolidate wealth and power. This alleged dominance is said to date back to the Napoleonic Wars, where the Rothschilds supposedly...
Here's my 15-second conspiracy theory. They already had that AI shit before they gave it to us. Okay? How you think they wrote all them big-ass encyclopedias? You think somebody was typing all that shit out? How they knew what they knew? Here's my 15-second conspiracy theory.
How they knew what they knew.
They already had that AI shit before they gave it to us. Okay?
Get rid of me while I talk about conspiracy theories that I 100% believe in and nobody can tell me otherwise. So number one on my conspiracy theories is we found the cure to cancer, but they just, anyone who knew it or knew about it because they want to get more money.
That's actually true. I honestly really believe that there is a cure for cancer. Because how can they figure out all these other things? I know there's somebody smart as hell out there that knows how to fix cancer, knows how to cure cancer, knows how to stop it. There's somebody out there that does it, but I don't know why they don't actually cure it for some reason. I don't know, maybe they don't want the world to overpopulate or something. I don't know, man. Let's just keep watching.
The conspiracy theory, I'm not sure if it's part of a religion or something, but I found out about it. I always believed it was real, but I recently found out that other people did too. It is that we're gonna be reborn.
Also, that audio she's using is always 100% scary. Always, no matter what.
Please correct me if it is part
Wait,
of
what did she
religion. I
say?
don't really know, but it is that we're going to be reborn. Please correct me if it is part of religion. I don't really know, but
I feel like that's where deja vu comes in. It's like, I know y'all have it too, where you feel like you've like lived this already, like you've done this. It's like maybe it was your past life, you know. It's just so weird because it happened to me like last week, I think, where I went to the shop with my family, and I remember it's like if we had already done the cookout, and like I remember seeing these things there, and like it was so weird. That time I had a bad deja vu. I even almost like got scared. Like I almost had like some anxiety attack because I was like, bro, how does that happen? Because I genuinely just remember being like, I've seen this before. This is scary. But then I had to think about something else because I was not gonna let it get to my head. Cause hell nah. Let's continue.
I believe we will be reborn in another life. We've been reborn over and over and over. Okay, now this
Ooh, that's
next one,
scary.
a lot of people think it's like stupid and like not real, but I think it's real.
I always think about, well, not always, because I try not to do it too much, but I always like, so what happens when you die? Like, what comes to your head? Like, well, obviously not, if you're dead, nothing's gonna come to your head, but, or especially if you pass away out of nowhere, it's just, oh, it's like, it's giving me chills right now just thinking about it. What happens after you pass away? After you're just gone? Like, it's weird. Like, it does come to my mind a lot about what happens when you pass away. I have no idea why that happens to me, but I gotta stop doing all that. All right, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm yapping, yappuccino. Let's continue.
This is real too, and I'm like, wait, you're right, but it is that the megalodon is still out there. This one also like kind of
That's the
connects
shark,
to
right?
the theme of the
I'm out here chumming the water. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. Bruce, where you at, bro?
This next one kind of like goes with like the theme, I guess. I think aliens and dinosaurs are still out there. I genuinely do think they're still out there. We just have not found them.
Like that with the dinosaurs, I feel like somebody would have already said something, you know. I think it's too hard to keep it hidden.
I also believe that there's another us in like another universe or another like place. I know there's a double of us. And I have a reason why I think like there's another us in another dimension or something.
This girl has some good conspiracy theories, not gonna lie.
Scary, I don't know. Another thing I believe is that there is like a dark, what's it called? There's a dark thing behind the Hollywood. Like, behind all of that, I think there's something bad behind it, you know?
Diddy.
A lot of people don't believe this one, but I think they are looking at us or like checking us through our phones, like our phone cameras, our speakers.
I know this happens to you a lot too, where you're like talking about something and then you get on TikTok or whatever and you get an ad or you get TikToks of what you were talking about. I've seen like where you can like turn off the mic and stuff. Maybe that's, I don't know. It's still just so weird how that happens. Continue.
I think is like I believe in, or I think like is true. There are some things out there that we were never supposed to find. Like they were supposed to be kept a secret. Another thing I believe in is the anime world is real. I'm just kidding. I don't believe that the anime world is real.
I'm about to say, this girl has some good conspiracy theories, honestly.
Yeah, let me know if you guys like this video.
I'm a retired FBI agent, and this is a conspiracy theory that keeps me up at night. In 2018, a treasure hunter tipped off the FBI to a large cache
In 2018, a treasure hunter tipped off the FBI to a large
buried, stolen Civil War gold in a rural part of Elk County, Pennsylvania. Now, the story goes, this treasure hunter had been looking into this since around 2011, probably further back than that. But his research showed that during the Civil War, a secret society known as the Knights of the Golden Circle, a group that operated in the North to sabotage the Northern efforts, one of them being to steal this gold that was on its way to the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. And then
the Denver airport lady was warning us. What is the Denver airport lady? Denver Airport lady.
Thank you. I have to finish this. My kids' life in danger if I didn't say this.
She said 911 twice in an airport. It might be real.
I have been kidnapped, me and my kids. Today will be a worse day than 9/11 attack. This is an act of war at United States of America. This piece of shit follow our rules.
Whoa.
Not only do know how to like a bro, we have a weapon that you don't have, Americans. And we are getting the USA on the knees.
Look up.
China,
They sent her there. They made her read this to us. She is warning and no one is listening.
USA, and this is stupid running woman think she can save you by providing information that she is trying to provide and nobody.
Hey, that's kind of crazy. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? No, they don't make that model. As in saying that the government makes the pigeons like to stock us or what? The plane lady saw something for real. Oh yeah, and people said she had been replaced or something. Replaced? What? We stopped learning cursive in school because all documents are written in cursive, and so in the future the government can tell the population whatever they want and they won't be able to do anything about it. Pretty smart. A patient cured is a customer lost. Actually, the other day I saw this TikTok of this guy named Allen's Lids, and it's not his name, right? But it's his company. He used to work in the hospital. He said that it would like try hard to keep people in there because they, it's a business to them, so they would try to just keep people in there, even though they could help them. They would still keep them in there. So it's kind of scary. Women's pants are designed with smaller pockets, so we're more likely to buy purses. I mean, that one's not bad. Expensive artwork is a loophole for the rich to launder and clean their money. I wholeheartedly believe that Princess Diana was murdered and that it was no simple accident. The Astroworld concert was... Oh, I've seen that. That stuff was crazy. The Illuminati being under the Denver airport, standing on it too. Oh, and NASA was first created to explore the ocean. They saw something they didn't like and started exploring space. The pigs and human theory. Nobody ever says anything about how pigs have human eyes, human skin, human emotions, and similar organs. Ever notice how many cannibals have said that humans taste like pork? What? That's crazy. Some people on here are crazy. Rich people's kids' names are crazy only to protect their actual names. Pharmacies can't profit if they just heal you. Our medicine and food are designed to keep us sick and dependent on them. Is that why people go vegan? Pigeons are government spies. You ever seen a baby pigeon? Exactly. I knew it. Alright, let's keep watching TikToks.
Scientists in Russia have confirmed that they now know what happens to you after you die. I'm not talking about your body. That's just worm food, and we all know that. I'm talking about your consciousness. If you didn't know, Russia's largest tech company, called Vlad Tech, have spent the last 10 years creating an interface to your brain that somehow embeds a code into every atom of you. So when you die, they can then locate that code within you. They can basically see where your spirit and memories go to, and they call it a soul identity code or something like that.
Here's some weird-ass conspiracy theories that I fully believe in as someone who used to watch every single
see what you got, Chloe.
conspiracy theory video growing up. Number one is that our phones are constantly listening to and watching us at all times. I feel like we've all had that experience where we'll talk about something that we've literally never talked about, and then 5 minutes later an ad pops up on our phone about it, which is...
Remember I told you all this earlier?
And at the same time,
I told you.
Dawson did just make a video basically about how our phone is kind of constantly watching us. And number two is the butterfly effect, which basically means that everything we do will like alter our future. If you leave the house 10 minutes later than you were planning on, something in your future could drastically change. And I will fully believe in this. I will see stuff happen. I'll watch car accidents happen. I'm like, damn, like if they were driving at this time, like that probably wouldn't happen. Just like all these different little things.
Man, this video is gonna...
in my life, or like if I didn't go to a specific workout class one morning,
this video is gonna turn me crazy.
Everything affects something.
I'm gonna be thinking about all these things in the future.
Number three is that I kind of think The Simpsons do somewhat predict the future. Like, I'm not saying they have a crystal ball and sit there, but it is just
they have
weird,
predicted a lot
the
of
amount
things.
Coincidences that show has happened. Like, Donald Trump becoming president, the whole submarine exploding, which is something none of us would have ever imagined. Just like all these little things that their show has predicted, and I'm just like, there's something
That
going
implosion
on.
was
There's
crazy.
just so many coincidences, like it's weird. Number 4 is that aliens are 1000% real, and if you don't believe that and think that we are the only things that have ever existed in the entire universe, you are just so ignorant, I think.
I actually live like 3 hours away from Roswell, New Mexico, and they have like a whole museum of like alien stuff. Last time I went, I was probably like 12 years old, so I don't really remember. Supposedly, you know, it was, honestly I don't know when. Actually, let's look it up. Roswell alien history. The Roswell incident, a widely known UFO event, is said to have occurred in the summer of 1947 near Roswell, New Mexico. The story centers around a rancher discovering unusual debris, whatever, initially claimed to be from a crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft. The U.S. military initially stated it was a weather balloon, but later reports suggested it was part of a top-secret project called Project Mogul. Despite the official explanations, the incident remains a popular subject of UFO and conspiracy theories. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the incident. In July 1947, rancher Mac Brazel discovered debris, whatever that word is, on his property, which he initially dismissed as belonging to a weather balloon. He reported it to the local sheriff, who then informed the Roswell Army Airfield. The Air Force initially released a statement claiming that they had recovered a flying disc. This statement was quickly retracted, and the military claimed the debris was from a weather balloon involved in a top-secret project called Project Mogul. Project Mogul was designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests using high-altitude balloons. Honestly, I don't know if they had like a real alien body, but I remember seeing it. I don't think it's real though. I'm pretty sure it's not real. The conspiracy theories. Despite the official explanations, many believe the debris, why the f is that word on here so much, was from an alien spacecraft, and that the government covered up the truth. Some people believe the military recovered alien bodies and the spacecraft, and that a cover-up was orchestrated. These beliefs have fueled numerous books, documentaries, and films about the Roswell incident. The aftermath. Roswell has embraced its UFO fame and became a popular tourist destination. The town has a UFO museum and research center, an alien-themed McDonald's. What? I've never seen an alien-themed McDonald's, and other attractions. I've been to Roswell many times and I've never seen the alien theme. Well, I've passed by there, but not actually, explored it. The city also hosts an annual UFO festival. Despite official, maybe, in the future, we can, I can go to the annual UFO festival for a video. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Despite official explanations, the incident continues to be a source of fascination for UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. My bad, folks. We're back. In conclusion, the Roswell incident remains a significant event in UFO lore, with the captivating narrative that blends fact, speculation, and popular culture. While the U.S. Air Force maintains that the debris was from a weather balloon and Project Mogul, the incident continues to be a source of debate and intrigue. This video explains what happened in Roswell. In the History Channel, they actually got a whole video? Is it long? If it's too long, we probably won't watch it.
Late this afternoon, a bulletin from New Mexico suggested that the widely publicized mystery of the flying
Roswell, the first witness.
saucers may soon be solved. Army Air Force officers reported that one of the strange discs had been found and inspected sometime last week.
As news that a flying saucer had been discovered spread around the world, the Army chain of command took control.
No.
Millions of Americans believe
This is too long. Maybe we can leave that for another video.
Like higher system.
There's a conspiracy theory that claims that we're already
I don't like that. No.
Hollywood.
Nah.
They don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. They had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy that wears dress. You know what I'm talking about. I'm the most scared man in Hollywood.
Ever had a strange fear you can't explain? Or
okay, I'll watch this one.
strange fear you can't explain?
That one's kind of crazy.
Instantly drawn to a place you've never visited. You might be experiencing genetic memory, the controversial theory that your DNA doesn't just determine your eye color, but also carries the experiences, trauma.
Conspiracy theories that will change your perspective on life. The last one is the most shocking.
Whoa, that's crazy.
The Big Bounce theory. It states that if the Big Bang occurred from nothing, then there will be no changing fact the next time the universe is created. This means that when our universe ends and another is created, it will be created in the exact same way with the exact same galaxies, planets, and species. If this is true, our entire universe is in an endless cycle of creating and destroying itself, and you will be born into every universe endlessly. You can actually see who blocks you on TikTok. It's the first person that appears when you click share and more.
Bruh, shut up.
There are people living inside of the Earth. It's true.
Inside of the Earth?
From NASA states that there is a large ocean.
What the hell is inside of the Earth? The
Earth's crust, after scientists detected movement below the surface. Around 500 miles below, a large supply of water has been found stored in a rock named ringwoodite. But it gets even crazier. Scientists say that this rock is so huge that it contains 3 times the amount of water.
Source, trust me, bro. Nah, for real.
Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
So the Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Now what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. There was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner.
I'm actually a little sleepy. It's like 2 in the morning right now.
And he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
The Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about,
bro.
the lost city, and the reason the government and the... Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
Alright, chat, we'll do like 2 more.
These are some of the scariest conspiracy theories in the world, but we're gonna keep going until we find the craziest one. There's actually a huge conspiracy that the Denver International Airport is the Illuminati's headquarters, which is crazy. So basically, since a lot of people already have this conspiracy, the airport themselves have embraced the rumors by poking fun at it. Like, they have billboards and posters around the airport that's like, hey, we're aliens. And people think that since they poke around and joke at it, that it's probably true, that why are they making fun of it? They're trying to hide it. There's also a huge conspiracy that the Apollo 17 was not the last moon mission. Okay. So after Apollo 17 in 1972, America actually stopped sending astronauts to the moon. NASA claimed that they logged all the research they needed and the government funding was reduced, so it ended. The movie actually ended up coming out about a fictional Apollo 18 mission, and now some people believe that the mission was real and it ended tragically when the astronauts had a run-in with aliens. I think that arguably one of the biggest conspiracies is that people believe that airplane exhaust trails are actually filled with chemtrails. So within this conspiracy, people think that the exhaust trails on airplanes are actually chemtrails, and it's the government that's trying to spray us, and they're keeping it a secret. And there's also a lot of conspiracies that feed into this, like whether or not it's cloud seeding for storms, or if it's like mind seeding to control our minds. We're gonna keep going with this until we find the craziest one, so make sure you add me and come back to me tomorrow.
No.
These are...
You know the Mars theory?
That there's aliens on Mars?
Nah, there's a theory that Mars was the original planet that humans were from.
Okay.
Then something happened that we all had to fly to another planet and live on. There used to be like civilization that lived on Mars. Now back this. On Mars, there's an element on the periodic table called Xenon. Xenon on Earth is only found, this is crazy, is only found after a nuclear explosion.
No.
Oh, that's not even the super mode button.
I said no.
What the hell? And it goes hand in hand now. What if on Mars there was a nuclear warfare, destroyed the whole planet, but people were able to escape just in time, landed on Earth, and they had to restart from nothing.
So we are the aliens.
We're the aliens.
What the hell?
We are the
real
aliens,
shit.
people.
Like, this element's
We
called
are
xenon.
the
It's prominent
aliens.
after.
Man, that's crazy. Chat. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all like the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, some of these conspiracy theories were crazy. Some of them I was like a little bit confused about. I couldn't really understand them. Pretty dumb like that. But if you have any other conspiracy theories that y'all like, that trip y'all out, leave it down in the comments. Hope y'all like this video. This video is gonna turn me crazy with all these things. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Seguramente ya no piensas tanto en mí.